Yeah. So we can just go back if we don't understand anything, we can go back to watch the video.
Yeah, OK， 所以你开始吧，你开始共享屏幕吧。
Ada 那边不允许共享屏幕。
OK.
没有个。
Yeah.
Yep. Done. You can share your screen now.
OK.
So Mila works for us. Works for us, Mila?
No, she work for their team. Need to change to
switch
English.
to English interface.
Yeah.
OK. Michael.
我没看见呢，你现在还在中文，我看见你。
OK.
OK. OK. This is the screen. The interface of the Jeenie system, and at the left side, 那个到左边对 left side we have the modules like purchase, and for purchase we have product purchase and service purchase. OK, and we have also sales, product sales and service sales, and inventory management. Inventory management, you can do adjustment of the stock, adjustment of the cost, and inter-warehouse transfer, and the stock counting. Yeah, so this is a management of the stock. And we have another one is expense claim. The employees can input their expense claim. And the next one is production management. So you also do production management in our system. And also bank. The next one is bank. Bank is about the payment from the customer and payment to supplier, and also you can reconcile between your booked payments as well as the with the statement, back statements, book the payments and back statements. You can upload the back statements into our system and reconcile with the booked payments. The next one is the general ledger. General ledger, including the journal. You can perform the manual journals. You can perform the closing of the book. And reporting. We have business level reporting and financial reporting. Yeah, financial reporting. And the next one is master data. Master data in terms of customer master, supplier master, item master, and the bill of material and expense item. So these are the master data. So you have already built the master data into the system already. Yes. So we will first show you the master data, so you understand our master data, customer master. 所以我们到客户基础资料。Yes. So this is a customer master. Yeah, seems that there is only one customer for KiCas Shenzhen. Yeah. You can click into the master data. Yeah. So this is a customer master in which we just record the master information for the customers, you know, all the relevant information. And yes, and especially we need to record the account, associated account, in terms of the prepayment account and the account receivable account. So these accounts are associated with the customer. Yes, and later it is important that our system will generate the journal entries automatically on the basis of transactions. We will show you later. So how system generates journal entries automatically? The system will just retrieve the pre-configured account, from the master data, including this customer master. You see, we associate the account receivable account to the customer. Yeah. Later, if you book a sales order, if you book a sales invoice, and the journal for the sales invoice will be automatically created by the system on the basis of the invoice transaction. So when the system created journal, system will find the account receivable account defined here in the customer master. So this is the logic behind the journal generation, automatic journal generation on the basis of the business transaction. Yeah, so this is the customer master. Next, we want to show you the supplier master. Yes, supplier master. So you have a number of suppliers which are already defined here in the supplier master. You see, here is the list of the suppliers you defined. We can go into a particular supplier. And supplier master is similar to customer master, in which we define also the basic information of the supplier as well as the associated accounts, including the prepayment account and the account payable account. So when you book a purchase invoice, the system will automatically look into these defined accounts to automatically generate journal for the transaction. Yeah. So this is the payable account is booked here. Yeah, okay, you can go down. 往下. Now we can see all the other information, including the addresses and the contacts. Go down, go down, go down. And also some additional attributes. We will come back to the additional attributes later. Okay. Okay, so we can go to the item master. Yes, here is the item master. So here we define all the items, the products. In terms of the finished products, the semi-finished product, as well as the raw materials. Okay, so now we can open an item. 你打开一个原材料吧，然后一会儿再看个产成品。Okay. So this is like an item. So we differentiate between two types of item. The stock item are the products that is stocked, that is inventoried products. And the service item is the service you can buy, like the transportation, like the custom. These are the types of service you can buy. You know, we differentiate. Okay. And you can see here, we also differentiate the type of products in terms of available for sale, allow purchasing or allow self-made. Allow purchasing is open, which means that this material is a purchase product. This is a raw material. This is not self-made. Yeah. And we have also defined inventory calculation method, which is first in, first out. And go down, then we can see here the financials, very important. We define the revenue account and the stock account associated with this product. Here we didn't define revenue account because we do not sell this product. This is a raw material. We define the stock account, which means if you receive into the warehouse, receive this product into the warehouse, the system, when the system is generating the journals, the system will look into the stock account, the associated stock account, to generate the journal entry for the receipt. Okay, and the cost account. So when you deliver the product, so the system will just recognize the cost, you know, to convert the inventory into the cost. So this is the cost account defined here. So if you just deliver the product, or if you pick the product, if you deliver the product, it goes to the cost account. Yeah. So this is the item master. This is the item master. Okay. Item master, customer master, and also expense items. Okay, here you can also define the sales price. You can also define the sales price and the supplier details. Yeah. You can define the from which supplier you buy the product and the purchase price. The purchase price is predefined here. Yeah. And the sales price is not defined, I think probably because you don't sell this product. It is a raw material. Okay. And yeah, and also reorder points and other associated fields. Okay. Okay, so you go to the expense item. Expense item. Yes, here's the expense item. Expense item is where you define the expenses. Normally, when your employees are performing an expense claim, they should just pick out the specific expense. Yeah, you can open an expense item like a freight. Okay. It's like a, yeah, doesn't matter. 就 meal 吧 accommodation meal 都可以。就 traveling expenses. Yeah, now we open a expense item called meal. Yeah, called meal. So actually it is very simple. We just give it a name like a meal and we associate an account with it. So now this is the account is general and administrative expenses and meal. 你把那个鼠标覆盖在上面，它应该能看得到，就是那个 account 上面。Okay, you can see it's a general and administrative expense, travel expense, and the travel expense meals. So this is a point. This is connected with the sub account. So what it means? So when the employee is performing an expense claim, the employee will just book the expense name. So the employee will just select the name of the expense, and the system will automatically generate the journal with the expense account, you know,
So
picked
Michael,
out.
quick question, Michael. Is there any
Yes.
chance of making that drop-down box a bit wider so we can actually see the full description? Because at the moment you only get general and administrative. You can't actually see all this other information.
She already expanded it. Didn't you see it?
Oh, yeah. So, oh, sorry, okay. But would it be easier if we made that box bigger so you could see it without, so automatically it would come up and you could see where it was? Is there any reason it only needs to be that length?
他的意思就是说，你这个框框有点短，就是看不见太多的内容。
Actually, the selected expense item is displayed here because there are hundreds of accounts. We cannot display all the accounts.
Oh, no,
no.
他的意思说，你的那个框框太短了，就是只显示到 administrative 这个单词那里。
It is because we cannot, you know, sometimes the name of the account is very lengthy. It's very lengthy. So we must make a fixed a box with a fixed length. Otherwise, you know, it is we cannot manage this. You know, it must be a fixed length. So when you click it,
G and A, and then have the expenses rather than saying general and administrative. Just say G and A.
Yeah.
Just so you could actually see it in that little box.
I'm thinking probably they just based on the Chinese version, and because we are looking at English words tend to be longer. Is it?
Yeah.
不是我们下面你看得到呀，下面都显示出来了。
But you can
就是
see.
说它点一下它就显示出来了。对，因为为什么？因为你这个我们这个框框只能那么长，因为有时候看它会非常长，我们那个框框不可能永远都不可能那个长度永远都不可能够，我们就给了一个限定的长度就可以了啊。Okay, so you can see.
Yeah.
So we associate this expense item with the account. Yeah. So that means when the employee is performing the expense claim, the employee does not need to understand what the underlying chart of account, the account in the chart of account is. The employee only needs to understand the name, pick out the name of this expense, the type of the expense. So it make it easier for the employee to perform the expense claim. Okay, this is the expense item master. Okay, And we have shown you also the next one is very important is a bill of material. Bill of material, yes. So this is a bill of material, yeah. This is the presentation of the structure of the product. 你随便打开一个吧。So this like this AGM battery box. So this AGM battery box, and what are the components of the AGM battery box? Okay, we go down. So it specifically, you know, lists the components of the AGM battery box and the usage, the quantity that is used, Okay, so this is a bill of material. Okay, there are other associated, you know, fields. We don't need to go into the details. So you can see this is a bill of material. If you have question, you can stop me. Yeah. Okay. And then the next one is we will just guide you through the a transaction. Guide you through a transaction. We can go to the list of the purchases. 我们到那个采购列表里面去吧。采购模块，采购列表，对 ，purchase list. Okay, so this is a list of the purchases that has already been booked into the system. At the left side, we can see the status of the purchases. At the left side, status of the purchases. Yeah, whether the purchase has been booked, the purchase order has been booked. We go back to the purchase list. 我们回到 purchase list. Yeah, okay. Oh, whether the purchase order has been booked, whether it has been invoiced, whether we have received the stock, and whether we have made the payment. So at the left side, we have some small icons indicating the statuses of the purchase process of the particular purchase orders. And then we can open a particular purchase order. You can shift to the PO. Yes. And this is how we organize the purchase. We organize the purchase. At the beginning, at the left side, we have the navigation bar, because for the purchase order, we have a series of the subsequent stages, like the invoice, like the receive, like the payment, or we can do also on stock and credit note. So all the subsequent stages are organized around the purchase order. So at the left navigation bar, you can see clearly all the subsequent or succeeding steps around the purchase order. And you can look at it. Now we are at the PO, because the cursor is on the PO 000015. And to the right side, you can see this PO, the detailed information of the PO, including the supplier information. And you can go down the PO information, as well as the lines. So the components you buy in the PO, the items you buy, the lines, yeah, you know. And go down, you can further go down. You can see, go down, you can see if there is a service you buy. If you do not, now we do not have any service. Go down. And also the prepayment. Have you done any prepayment against this purchase order? No. Yeah. Yeah. So you can see this purchase order. You can attach also a file. For example, if there is a stepped purchase order or document, you can scan and attach to the purchase order. Yeah. So the next step is that we can see at the left side, we can see the invoice. We can see the invoice. Yes. Click the invoice, and at the right side, we just display the invoice. Yes. This is the invoice. Okay. This is the invoice. The invoice at the left side, you can see we have the total value of 1,425. This is the invoiced value. Go down. You can see the invoiced value is 1,425. Yeah. go down, further go down. Actually, you can see we have made the payment against this invoice, 1,425. The payment has already been made, which is allocated to this invoice. So if you look at the left side, 你到左边的那个 invoice 的那个地方去显示，就是1425那里，鼠标停在那里。1425, yeah, here, yes. Then you can see that for this invoice, the invoice amount is 1,425, and the paid amount is also 1,425, which indicates that the invoice is fully paid. It's fully paid. And at the right side, you can see also the allocation section. Allocation indicates a payment. BP 000089. Allocation section, you can see clear the payment. And from the 然后你从那儿点到那个 BP 00089，就右手边的 allocation 里面。Here you can click into the payment. You can click into the payment. Then you can see that this is the payment associated with this invoice. This is a payment. Yeah. Okay. We can go to the PO. We can go to the PO. Yeah. And also the other one is the receive. We can click the receive. So this is the receive. Receive, you can see the receive is the receive of stock. And this receive is associated with this invoice, PINV 000015. 把鼠标放在那个上面 ，invoice 那个上面，就是连接的 invoice 上面，右边的那个 ，yes here. Okay, so you can see that this receive of stock is associated with this invoice. It is important that we always associate stock receive with the invoice, because without received stock, the supplier is not, we will not pay for the invoice issued by the supplier if the invoice is not associated with received stock. So we have this association here. Okay, this is the received of the stock. So if this transaction is booked, the quantities of the purchased items are received into the stock. That will have an impact. That will increase the availability, increase the quantity, the quantity, the balance, quantity balance of the stock for those items. Okay, so these are the transactions. We have also like on stock and credit note invoice. Here, you didn't have for this purchase order, you didn't have any on stock. You didn't have any credit notes. You didn't have any refund. So there's these in these sections we have empty transactions. We do not have any transactions belonging to these sections. And we go back to the receive and go down. 把 receive 往下走，就是这个收货往下，我们要看凭证了。Yeah, it is.先不慌点，我说点。It is very important that you can see our transactions. So the front end user book the business transactions like this receive. This is what the front end user book. They like the purchase department. They book the purchase order and purchase invoice. And after the purchase invoice is booked into the system, you can see that the journal is automatically created. This is the journal. The journal is associated with this receive. You can see at the left side, we are in a section of the SR 000015, which is the receive. Now we can click the journal GP 000030. So this is a journal. The journal is actually automatically generated. So when the user booked the business transaction, this invoice, the journal is automatically generated. It debits raw material, credits material in transit. Because this invoice is received before, or because this is a receipt. This is a receipt. Actually, the debit raw material, plastic materials. Why the system find this account? Because what is purchased? Go back to the invoice. Go back to the PO. Yes, go up. 往上走，不，右手边往上，右手边往上走。Yeah, because you can see these items 往下一点。These items that is purchased you can remember that in all the item master, we associate a stock account with these items. So that's why you can go to the journal. 我们再回到那个凭证，再到凭证，对，最右边那个，对。Then you can see the system automatically pick up the stock account you just configured for that for that items you purchase in the receive transaction. Okay. The other transaction is materials in transit. You can remember it. I will come back to this. I will come back to this entry, this journal entry later. So yeah, it just you can see it just converts the material in transit into this raw material account. Okay, so then we just go back to the PO. We go back to the PO. Okay, we can just go to the invoice. 我们去到 invoice. Yeah. So for the invoice, you can see we also have a journal. Yeah, this is a journal associated with this invoice.那你点进去吧. So we opened the journal. We opened the journal. You see, so what is the journal? It debits material in transit, credit, account payable. Yeah, so actually, when you receive the invoice, so this means the invoice is received before the receipt, before the goods is received into the warehouse. Invoice is received in advance to the goods receipt. Okay, so when the invoice is received, it will credit account payable, and the system find the account payable account from the supplier master. From the you remember we designated this account payable account in the supplier master, so the system can find this account payable account, and also the system will debit material in transit because we received the invoice. We have not received the goods, so we use a transitional account to asset, which is asset account, to represent the goods in transit not yet received. So it debits material in transit. And later, when you receive the goods, you can remember just now, the material in transit is converted into raw material account. Okay. And 你去一下那个科目设置里边，我给他看一下科目设置。Okay, so here, I think it's important. Here we have a definition of the accounts in with the different transactions. So these are all the transactions that in our system, all the logical transactions, like account receivable, advance payment, prepayment, yeah, exchange gain and loss, go down, 往下走 inventory management. 再往下走 stock counting, yeah, and goods in transit. Okay, 1406 OK, 就这个，稍等一下。Receive but not billed account, and billed but not received account. You can see especially the billed but not received account. What that means? That means you got the invoice from the supplier before you receive the product. So if you got the invoice from the supplier, the system will debit this account, material in transit. Yeah, and after you receive the product, the system will credit this account, material in transit. So it is predefined here. Yes, it is predefined here. So the system find the corresponding account from this account setting. Yeah, this is billed but not received account. The previous one is received but not billed account. This is also for purchase. So when we buy the product, maybe we have the receive and the invoice of the product in different orders. We may receive the product first
Okay.
and
I'm back.
Sorry, Michael, they have some internet issue, but you can continue.
okay. Fortunately, you have recorded it. Yeah.
Yeah, I already recorded, so it's fine.
Yes. So actually, we have the received but not billed account. That means you receive the purchase the goods before you receive the invoice from the supplier. And it will go into the account payable accrual account. It will go into the account payable accrual account. You know, so the next one is billed but not received account. So that means you receive the invoice before you receive the stock from the supplier. So the stock will be booked into the material in transit accounts. Okay, so this is how the journal entries are generated, is pre-configured in the system. This is where you define all the journals, the accounts for the journals for different type of business transactions. Okay, so they have also, as they have initialized the system, they have defined all the accounts here already. They have your user in Shenzhen have defined. Yes. So we go back to the PO. 我们回到 PO. Okay, we can also go to the payment. 到那个 BP 00089. Okay, go down. So we also, the journal for the payment is automatically generated. GP 00029, GB 00029, yeah. GB 000029. This is the journal for the payment. You can see for the receipt of the goods, for the invoice, for the payment. Yeah, for these three transactions, goods receipt, invoice, and payment. So these are the transactions that have accounting significance. So for all these transactions, the system automatically generates the journal. So for this payment, it just a debit account payable, credit cash, you know, cash in hand. They actually, it indicates that they pay this from the cash account. Yeah, they pay this from the cash account. 往上走一下，它是从哪一个 account pay 出去的？它是从哪个银行 pay 出去的？看往上。Oh, okay. It pays out from this bank account, from this cash back account. 我们到银行那边去看一下，银行那个模块，左边银行模块，到那个 backlist 对。Okay, so these are the accounts. This is in the back module. So these are the accounts predefined in the system. You have here, you have 5 back accounts, 5 back accounts. The cash is also regarded as an account, a back account. Okay, you have a back Shenzhen Royal Commercial Bank, other cash and cash equivalents, Alipay. You have back Shenzhen Royal Commercial Bank. These are the USD account. You have a basic account and USD account, and also back Shenzhen Royal Commercial Bank. Okay, so you have these accounts, and you can see clearly for each of the account, we associate the account with an account in the chart of account. 你把那个指到那个 cash account 指到100.01，那个鼠标指到那里。所以就是这 cash account 对 ，OK, you can see under the cursor. So the cash account is associated with this account in the chart of account 1001.01. So 1001 is the chart of account cash. No, bank is the bank chart of account bank. It is the first level account. And 1001.01 is the sub account, which is linked to this back account. Bank account. Yeah. You can see the next one, Bank Shenzhen Royal. It is 1002.01. So 1002 is the bank account. Sorry, 1001 is the cash account. 1002 is the bank account. So the sub account 1002.1.01 is the account in the chart of accounts that is linked to the bank account, the basic account of Bank Shenzhen Royal. 你到最右边那个区，最右边那个区，最右边那个1002.02。Okay, this is also another bank account. You see, so this is 1002.02. This is a bank account. This is a account in the chart of account. Is a sub account. This is account in the chart of account, which is linked with the bank account, Bank Shenzhen Royal Commercial Bank USD account. You see, okay. So this is where we set up the linkage, the connection between the underlying the account in the chart of account and the associated bank account. We have a one-to-one correspondence relationship between these accounts. Okay, so go back to the payment, the journal of the payment. 我们到那个付款的凭证上面去，付款单的凭证上面去。Yes, you can see because we pay from the cash account, so the system will automatically credit cash 1001.01. So this is how the system find the associate the cash account. The system find the cash account. Yes. Okay. That's it. That's it. So this is a payment. Okay. So you can see the logic of our system. The users, they create the business transactions like purchase order, purchase receipt, purchase invoice, and payment. And all the journal entries are automatically generated. Yeah. So this is the logic. At the left side navigation bar, you can go down. 最左边你往下走。You can go down. And you can see the journal, in the other section, the journal. Yeah, in the other section, we have also a journal. And here is all the journal entries generated. All the journal entries generated for that purchase order. Yeah, for that purchase order. Yeah, okay. Okay. And we just introduced you the purchase. And also 你看一下他们有没有 expense. Oh, they have done two expenses. So these are the expense items, expense claims. So they have booked two expense claims. And you can see the status of the expense claim, whether they are paid or unpaid. Yeah. So this is expense like they have overtime, working overtime in a weekend, and they have a meal cost. They have a meal cost. So at the left side, they can choose the expense item meal. You remember we booked the expense we meal, yeah. And in the description, they describe specifically what is the expense in the description. And normally, if they book the description in English, you will see it in English, because they didn't book the expense description in English. Then you can see only the Chinese. If they book it in, you can book it in English or Chinese or both. If they book in both English and Chinese, now you are in the English interface. You will see the English description, but they didn't book that description in English. That's why you only see the description in Chinese. OK， 哎，那他们如果你们需要看英文的话，他们在录这个时候就可以中英文都录啊。这个
对，我之前有跟他们说过了。They probably
对的。
forget to put the English version there. That's why.
Right, they forget to put the English version. Okay, you can go down. And you can see also the journal. Yes, this is the journal. Then you can see it just debit the expense account. The debit to the expense account. You can remember this expense account in the chart of account is associated with that expense item in the chart of account. In the chart of account. I think they probably made a mistake here. 他们可能犯了个错误，他们把它放到那个 travel expense 下面去。他这个是周末加班的，应该不是 travel expense。他们那个连错了，他们在那个 expense item 那个地方连错了。它是 travel.
Oh, but it's travel meals.
That's what I said about the thing being.
But the meals is under the travel expense.
Yeah. Should be
Uh,
entertainment. Yeah, or something.
entertainment or something, is it?
Yes, correct. It should be they have you know, mistakenly, they have incorrectly associated this expense item with this with this account.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you
put the
can
wrong
check with them because this is overtime working. This is not travel. Yeah.
one. Okay, I will let them know.
Okay. And the credit the account payable other payable. Yes, the other payable account. So how the other payable account is found by the system. The other payable, the credit account. Yes. We can go to the employee master. Employee master. So this is the employee master. Yeah. You can click Rocky one. So you see, we specifically associate an account with the employee master. Current account. This is other payable. You see clearly. 你鼠标停在那个 current account 上面。2241.02 2241.02 here 2241.02 other payable reimbursements. So this is the account associated with this Rocky One employee master. So go back to the expense item, expense claim, EXP 00002上面 EXP 00002. Yes. Then go up. You can see this this expense claim is made by Rocky One. Employee is Rocky One. Yes, employee is Rocky One. Okay, so go to the journal GE00001. Yes. Okay, so you can see the credit account is other payable reimbursement, which is found by going to the Rocky One master data and check the associated current account. So this is how this account is found. Okay, so that means the system found the credit account from the employee master. The system found the debit account, which is expense account, from the expense item. Yeah, so that means your employee only need to book the expense item, and the journal is automatically created. So this is the logical system. Okay, this is the purchase, and we can go to the sales. So this is the sales. You have done 4 sales, but after left side you can see the status of the sales. Seems that all these sales orders has not been fully fulfilled, has not been completed. You've done quotation, you have done order, but later seems that the last one is partially shipped out. It is in orange. This is in orange. It means it's partially paid or partially stocked out. And also you have the, yeah. Okay. We have this, like we have this quotation. Yeah, the customer is KKS product Pty Limited. We have this quotation. You know, this is a quotation, and the next one is the order. Is the order. So in the order, you can see that the total amount is 1,077,808,740. So this is the total order amount, out of which we got the advance payments 885 to 252. You can see the advance payment. Yeah. So sales is very similar to purchase. Okay. And they have performed also the delivery. They have done 2 deliveries. Delivery number 1. This is a delivery number 1. Yeah. And they have shipped. You can see. You can go to the pick. So they have shipped to 650 pieces. Yeah. And also delivery number 2. So the delivery consists of pick, pack, and shipment. 3 steps. Yeah. Delivery number 2, they have picked how many? 我们到第二个去看看 picked. They have picked also 650. So they have executed 2 deliveries. You can see at the left side, but they have now done an invoice to the client, which is Kick-Ass Pty Limited. They have not done an invoice, but they have received a prepayment. So this is clear. This clearly shows the status, the situation of the sales order. Yeah, at left side, no invoice, no payment, except there's a prepayment. No on stock, no credit note, no refund. Okay, so this is the sales. Sales is very similar to purchase. I don't think I need to go into the details. Okay. Yes, and now we have overviewed the purchase, the sales, and the expenses. The next important transaction category of transaction is the production. We go to the production. We can go to the production order list. Yeah, so these are a list of the production orders. These are a list of the production orders they have done. So you can see these production orders are also in different status. Okay, you know, we have different icons. Means if the production order has been issued. The next one is the material list, the staging list has been issued. The next one is the pick, and the final one is the finished product receipt. We can go to the last one, 最后一个吧，最后一个 The last one we can see it is partially picked and partially received. Okay, at the left side you can see the order, production order. Yeah, production order. The production order. You can see the production order 00002. It is associated with the sales order 00003. And the ordered quantity is 1,000. Order item is XP/F001/03. And the order quantity is 1,000. Is 1,000. Yeah. And also at the top side, go up. 往上。右边往上，最上面。Okay, you can see we have 2 accounts, which is which you have to select 2 accounts. First one is finished good account. 鼠标可以停在上面一下。Finished goods account. The second one is WIP account for this manufacturing order. Okay, what that means? When you actually perform the picking, you pick, later you have the material picking. 你把那个鼠标指到左边 picking 那个地方，但是不要点。左边有3个 picking， 你指到最左边有3个 picking， 最左边picking. Here we have 3 picking. Yeah. So this is the picking of raw material for this manufacturing order. So when the picking is done, the system will also generate journal entry. The journal entry is to convert the stock account, the material from the stock account to this WIP account. So it will debit WIP account, credit stock account, which is designated in the item master. Yeah. So this is a WIP, yeah, WIP account. And after you will do the receive, go down, 左边往下走一走. Then you can see they have done 2 times of receipt. This is the finished product received into the finished product warehouse. Yeah, this is a receipt. 然后你在右边到最上面，右边到最上面去，右边的那个 manufacturing order 最上面。So this is you can see this is a finished goods account 上面 finished goods account. So when you receive the product into the finished warehouse, it will go into the finished goods account. It will go into the finished goods account. So we can see, okay, so go down. This is the order, production order. The production order is very simple. It just indicates what are the finished products you produce and what is the quantity. What is the quantity? 往那个导航条往左边啊，那不是导航条，这个条往左边拉，对不对 ？Okay. So you can see the quantity is 1,000. You produce 1,000, and the next section it indicates that 650 has been received. 650 has been received. So this section is written back automatically by the system when you perform the receipt. This is not inputted. This section is not inputted. So that means out of the ordered quantity 1,000, 650 has been finished. 650 has been finished and received into the warehouse. And the next one is BOM version. You use which BOM for this manufacturing order? 往右拉 Yeah. Okay, and the planned start date and planned finish date. Okay. And what is the workshop and the warehouse? This is the manufacturing order. And the next is 左边导航条，我们去左边导航条了，我们去那个 material list. The next step for manufacturing order is a material list. So for the material list, we have all the components for this manufacturing order. Actually, the material list is originally generated by replicating the components, the parts from the bill of material. So in order to make 1,000, the finished product 1,000, what are the required quantity? What are the required components, the parts, and what are the required quantities for each component, each part? So the system will calculate according to the ordered quantity, 1,000 of the finished product. Okay, so this is the material list for this particular manufacturing order. Please note that this material can be modified. So that means for each manufacturing order, you can have a different material list. If it occurs that you have a small adjustment on the basis of bill of material for this manufacturing order. Okay, so this is a material list, and the material list is used to control the picking. So later, the picking normally is not allowed to exceed. So the picked quantity is not allowed to exceed the quantities in the material list. So this is a control. Okay, so this is a control. Yeah, and we go to the picking. We can see the first picking, NP 00006. So this is the first time they picked the raw material for production for this production order. So these are the list of the picking, picked quantities, picked components and picked quantities. We can go down. Yeah. Yeah, so these are all the picked a lot. They have a lot of components. You can see they have a lot of components. 然后最右边 go down. And we can go down and you can see, very important, 最右边 go down. There's a journal for this picking. Because picking is a business transaction that has an accounting significance. And we can click the journal. 点进去. Go down. So you can see this is we have the debits. This finished good in process. Finished good in process. All the debits is finished good in process. You can see all the finished goods is finished good in process. So you can remember this account is designated in the manufacturing order 1405.02. 1405.02 OK 我们带到那个 manufacturing order 里面去 MO002 MO0 you can see WIP account 1405.02. So the account is elicited from defined in the WIP account in the manufacturing order. And you can see now we debit 1405.02. Yes. And we go back to the journal. But so these are splitted into so many lines. Why? Because we associate the item with this account. We associate item. Item is what we call an accounting. This has a, please note here, Mark, here we have this item associated with this 1405.2 account, finished goods in process account. We go to the chart of account. 所以你到 chart of account 把1405.02找出来 1405.02 找出来 我给他看一下 This is a chart of account. Predefined chart of account. 稍微等一下他在记录 等一下等他记完了 他好像在记
You know you are doing Yes, Mark is doing some notes, taking notes.
Okay, this is 我们回到那个 account 回到 account 那个对回到那儿对 So you can see this is a chart of account and 1405.02 is goods in process. It is the WIP, work in process WIP account you designated for the manufacturing order. So that is used for picking, for material picking. Then we can open this account. 你再打开它 You can see that this account, very important, we have an accounting dimension. 往下走 accounting dimension. So your user associates item master as accounting dimension to this account. This is what your user has done. So the item master is associated with this account. So what is their purpose? So why they did that? They want to see a breaking down view of in this account. What are the raw materials picked, and what is the amount picked? Split in a split of view of all the detailed, all the individual raw materials. That is their purpose, and they want to see it in the journal entry, not only in the picking. They want to see it in the journal entry. That's why they associate the item to that account. Then we can go to the journal. 我们回到那个分录那个凭证. We go back to the journal. Okay, you can see here. For each this account 1405.02, we have this accounting dimension item, and the specific item is indicated. In the journal entry. So you can actually you can view in the journal, not only in the picking, but also in the journal. You can see what are the what are the total picked quantity and amount for this WIP account 1405.02. You can see it. You can see it. So this is so actually then you can see that in the journal entry. Yeah. We can also see the quantity. The quantity is the total quantity. In the journal entry, you can see the quantity because we have also the quantity accounting in that journal. Quantity accounting, not only, yeah, because quantity accounting is designated here. Quantity accounting, not only accounting for the amount, but also accounting for the quantity. Okay. Okay. So you can see the balance. Yeah, you can see the balance. That's why, you know, in the journal, you can see the balance of particular material in this account. Yeah, the picked quantity. Okay, that's it. This is the picking. This is the picking. This is the picking. And the next one is we go back to the manufacturing order. We can see the receipt. So you去到 manufacturing order. So after the picking, we do the receipt. Receive. Go 左边往下. We do the receive. Okay. You can see there's a material picking return. So that means you can do the return of the raw material. If there's broken items in the, you can return. And yes. And also, and then here's the receive. This is the receive of the finished stock. And you can actually modify here 那个，所以你打开给他看一下，就这个地方，就你对 ，yes. Here you can modify to see what are the fields you want to display. You want to be displayed. Maybe some of the fields are irrelevant to your situation, then you can hide them to reduce the fields to be displayed in the interface. Yeah. Because if you do not have batch, you do not have serial number, you do not have the warranty expire date, it is okay. You can display, you do not display these fields. You can always modify the fields to be displayed and not displayed. Okay. So here you can see you receive the product, the finished product, XP F00103. Quantities 284. 284. Okay. Here you can also record the labor time and labor hour and machine hour. Seems you didn't record that. And if you record the labor hour and machine hour, the system will calculate later the labor costs and the manufacturing overhead for this manufacturing order. 所以他们好像不管那个 labor cost manufacturing overhead， 对吧？
对。
Okay, so for your company, you do not want to calculate the labor cost and manufacturing overhead into the production cost. So that's why they didn't record that. They only want to reflect the raw material costs in the finished product cost. Okay. Okay, so this is a receive. This is a receive. This means you received 284 into the warehouse out of the production order. This is a partial receive into the manufacturing order. This is only a partial receive into the manufacturing order. The next one is the carry forward. Carry forward 就是说那个你看那个 carry forward. Yeah. What is carry forward? Carry forward means 等一会儿他在记录。Next one is carry forward. The carry forward means that they just accounting for the raw materials for this receipt, accounting for the raw materials for this receipt. Yeah. Then you can see that material picking. So So this is from different material picking. This is the quantities of the raw material, yeah, quantities of the raw material and the cost. So these quantities and this cost will be accounted into the finished product for this receipt, for this particular receipt, which is MC 00003。你鼠标点到左边，就是那个 receive。哦，不要动，对。Okay, so this receive MC 00003. So at the right side, these are the components that is accounted into the production costing for this receipt. Yes. 然后我们看一下凭证。Then we can see the journal for this receipt. This is a GM 0008. So this is actually credit finished goods in process. So you can see after receipt of the finished products, the WIP account, which is 1405.02, is credited. For each of the specific products is credited. At the left side is the debit. Is the debit. Finished goods is a debit. Finished goods is debited. Yeah. 1405.01.01. 1405.01.01. Okay, this is designated in the manufacturing order. 我们到生产任务单上去看一下，再回到生产任务单，是不是这个1405.01.01？好像是啊。Yes, this is the account you designated in the manufacturing order for finished goods. For finished goods.
Good.
Okay.
Clear.
Yes, that's clear. So this is actually the overview of the manufacturing order. Do you have any questions?
All very straightforward so far.
Very clear for us.
Okay. I didn't actually go in depth into the business transactions. I specifically stressed emphasized the accounting related features. Because you are CFO, right? Okay, so I just stressed the accounting related features. You can see all the transactions are seamlessly integrated with accounting. So we reviewed sales, purchase expenses, and manufacturing. Yeah, and we have some of the actually， 他们有没有做那个呀？有没有做那个？服务采购分配啊，看一下呢，他们有没有？这个可以给他看一下。
You want to see if we have service in many.
往下走，没有，好像没有。往下走，没有做。
No, yeah.
服务采购啊，没有。
Can we have a look at some general ledger reporting?
I will do later. I will do, yes. I just mentioned something. So you can purchase a service like a transportation or custom, and you can allocate the transportation cost and custom cost into the inventory, into the received stock. Allocate these costs because the received stock, the purchase received stock, the cost of the purchase received stock consists of the purchase costs. The purchase price as well as the overhead, including the transportation or custom or whatever, you know. So this can be allocated as well, but seems that they have not done it. Just for your information. So now we can go to the reporting. 我们去选 all reports. We can go to the all reports. Okay, we have reports in different categories like sales report, purchase report, inventory report, production report, general ledger, and other reports. Yeah, We can have a look of the purchase report. 我们看一下 purchase order execution summary report. 第一个吧。Let's look at the purchase order summary report. So you can see the execution status for different purchase orders. Yeah, order number, order date, supplier, payment amount, item name. So these are the fields, different order. And the ordered quantity, received quantity, received amount, on stock quantity, on stock amount, so that you can see the progress of the execution of the purchase order in terms of the received quantity, received amount, and on stock quantity and on stock amount. Yeah.
And if you wanted to print that out, how would you print that out? Where do you go to print?
Okay. You can print that out. 你现在到右上面那三个点。上面那三个点，右上面那三个点 ，yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can export into PDF.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So actually, at the left side, you have the list of the purchase orders. And if you want to go into a particular purchase order to see the details, you can click the purchase order. 你左边点一个吧，随便点一个，点一个采购订单。
Go back to the.
停一下，哎。So you can click PO 00016. And then you can see, okay.
Yep.
It is opened. It is opened.
I just need to get to the toilet. That's not 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You can see the 17, the next one. 鼠标在 17 上，在17上面。等一下，我们休息一下吧。
Right. He just went to toilet.
Yeah.
Martin and Lily, do you guys have any questions so far?
All pretty simple to me, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, all good.
Michael, 可能等一下我们速度再加快一点点，我们看一下，他们可能就是再看一下这个 report 这一方面的。
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. 休息2分钟。We have a rest for few minutes. Mark says it's a very good system, Michael.
Yes, I know. Yeah. No.
Very good.
I think it's easy to understand the whole thing. But we found a lot of big bugs in your system. You need to solve the bug.
Don't worry, the bugs can be removed very soon. Don't worry about that. We are sorry for the bugs, but don't worry. the minute we identify bug, we can remove it normally in 1 or 2 days. Because we have our own development team and they are very talented. You see, they can develop such a giant system, and removing bugs for them is a piece of cake. But we cannot confirm that because the system is new, as you know, we cannot confirm that the system is 100% accurate without a bug. But removing bug is very easy for us. The structure of the system is difficult, so we make it so decent, and making it so decent is difficult. Yeah.
Yeah. Is March and
Actually,
Lily, you guys back? Wait.
I think March is there. It's coffee machine.
Oh, they are making a coffee. Coffee time.
Okay, we can wait a minute. Okay, wait about another 5 minutes.
Okay, they are back.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Michael. We are back.
Yes. Hello.
Okay, I think we can speed up for the new session.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So actually at the left side, you can see for all our reports, you can drill down. If there's a hyperlink, you know, in green, like PO, 你把那个鼠标放到左边 ，PO 0001716停在那边，先不要点。So this is a hyperlink. So whenever you see a hyperlink in the report, you can click to drill down. You can click now. This means that you can go into the purchase order. You can go into the purchase order. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Then we go back to all reports. Go back to all reports. We can go to see the purchase order execution, purchase order, like purchase cost analysis, 第4个。So this is where you can see the purchase of the different goods. And 你把 supplier 拖出去，慢慢拖，把 supplier 拖出去，慢慢拖，拖得慢一点。You can see we can remove the supplier from the report if you do not want to see it. 拖出去，好了，把它拖出去。The supplier is removed out of this report. And if you want to see some additional information, you can see the order number. Yeah. And then you can see the order number. Order number is added into the report.
Yeah.
So you can drag and drop the different fields. Drag and drop the different fields. Yeah.
Yep. Easy to understand. Yep.
Okay. The right side, we have the quantity and the main cost addition and the cost adjustment. The main cost means the purchase price is generated from the purchase price for different items. If there is a cost adjustment, that means you have allocated expenses into the cost. For example, transportation or custom or whatever. So it will be displayed in the cost adjustment. You have not done any cost adjustment. So this is a purchase cost analysis.
If there's more than one currency used, can it tell you? So it just says default currency.
It's all RMB.
Yeah, they all.
We're only looking at RMB.
Yeah, because inside China we only trade in RMB.
So no USD for.
Yeah,
Let's
because
look
it's
out.
all purchased inside China.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. 我们回到那个 all reports. We go back to all reports. We can see also account payable analysis report. 倒数第4个 Purchase report 倒数第4个 Account payable analysis report. So this is account payable. Yeah. And here at the top there is the date. Okay, you can see not overdue and 130 days overdue and 61 90 days overdue. You can see the account payable. for each supplier, and it can be calculated on the basis of the purchase date or on the basis of due date. You can select the different schemes on the basis of purchase date or on the basis of the due date.
Yep.
Okay. And you can then, if you are interested in this supplier, you can click this supplier. 你点这个 supplier. You can click supplier
Basically,
because it's in upper.
anything is blue, we can just click and look at the details.
Yes, yes. And here, it leads you to the age of supplier payment details. So this is a list of all the invoices for this supplier, all the invoices. You can see the detailed invoice amount, payment amount, and allocated amount. Yeah.
So if we wanted to have a, sorry, Michael, if you wanted to have a look at what the aged report was, say at the end of July, could you put in today, could we put into the 31st of July, and that would actually tell you what it was at the 31st of July?
那个 yes, and 你把那个日期改成7月31号。
Yeah.
Yes, you can see what it was in the 31st of July. Yes.
And that will agree to the trial balance as at the 31st of July. Yeah.
Okay. And then you can drill down further to the particular invoice. 你点那个 invoice. You can drill down further. Yes. Then you can see this order and invoice. And all the associated transactions received, the payment, everything is displayed. Yeah. Okay. So we go back to the all reports. 把这些那个上面关掉一些吧。We go back to the all reports. 我们到 all reports 把右边全关完，把右边全关完。对，点一下右边。Yeah, close others. Yes. Okay. So we can see all the.
So what did he just do then, Michael, when he said close others? What did that do?
Close.
在右边点一下。You right click,
Yep.
right click. You can close
others.
Oh, okay. Yep,
Yeah, okay. We got it.
Then we can check the like the sales product summary report. 第三个. This is a product sales summary report. Then you can see the sales of the different products. We can just yeah, see different time update. 没时间啊，没有东西啊。
We don't have any. Is it because our sales haven't been finished?
他是不是那个invoice 没审核或者
对，
怎么回事？
他们的销售账单全部没有做到目前，你可以看到。
Okay.
That means we haven't finished.
你这边我跟他解释。Okay, here you can
Date
see
range.
the invoices has not been done. You can see all the invoice are in blank, in gray. That means the invoices has not been done. So actually, in the product sales summary report, it will extract the data from the invoice for this report. So because invoice has not been done, actually here it will list all these the revenue for different products. You can see the revenue for different products. So this is a sales product summary. Yeah. And we go back to the all reports. And we can have a look of the inventory report, stock movement summary report. So this is the inventory change summary, stock movement. That means in different warehouse, you can see different items, the movements, opening balance, received quantity and delivery quantity and adjustment quantity. So you can see the movement history from different kinds of transactions like receive and delivery and the stock adjustment. And for a particular period, here it's the August the 1st to the end of, for the whole August, you can see the stock movement. So this is a stock movement. Go back to all reports. Okay, product availability report, 最后一个吧, inventory report, product. We just select some of the reports. Later you can explore by yourself. This is a product availability report. Then you can check the balance of the inventory for different products. And the on-hand quantity is the balance in the inventory. And picked quantity, allocated to other sales orders. Not shipped yet. Allocated to other sales orders or allocated to a material list for production, not picked yet. Available quantity is, and available quantity and order quantity. So you can see the status of different products in your inventory, their availability. Yeah, then you can actually see the availability of the items in different warehouses. For example, I can see only main warehouse or other warehouses. So yeah, 这个就可以了，不用看，不用看。And you can see different items. I only want to see a particular item. Yes, yes. Okay, so go back to all reports. Go down. Go down, yeah. Now we can see the production report, production order execution summary. 第一个，生产任务单执行。
So there was 4 warehouses on that list, wasn't there? What was the other? What were the other ones?
So this is where you can see the status of different production orders. Item code, planned production quantity, completed quantity, unfinished quantity, and completion date rate for different item. Yeah, for different item.
Yep.
Okay, we go back to the report, all reports. Okay, then we can go to see the general ledger reporting. We will see the trial balance. Trial balance.
Good to have cash flow statement.
Yeah.
你这个就是让有一些那个不要显示。Okay, we can see the trial balance. Sorry, just a moment. Go back. Go back to room. Cannot see the screen. Yes, this is the trial balance. Now you can see the trial balance in different accounts. 我们回到那个1405吧，我们去看1405。We go to see the WIP account 1405 1405.02，不是就在 trial balance 里面看1405 1405，对，然后往下1405.02 Yes, goods in process. Then we can see the balance. Yeah， 就是你把那个就是哎就看不到呢，往右拉一下呢，看不到它的 balance， 就是说你把有些 column 给它屏蔽掉吧，就看1405.02那个，就是我现在你这个屏幕显示不完，把有些 column 给它屏蔽掉一下。
Oh, goods in process.
Okay, then you can see the trial balance. Yeah, goods in process, and you can see the trial balance. Yeah, 那你这样你就只看这个吧，你在上面去选一下，走到最上面，这个给他们看一下，走到最上面选择一下，走到最上面，选择就对 ，here you can select I only want to see this account 140.02 ，yeah 就看140.02。The starting account and finish account. I think this is a important tool for you. I only want to see this account. And show also accounting dimensions. And also show unapproved journals. 你要看一下 unapproved， 他们有些可能没有 approved 掉。It is important to know that when the journal entry is automatically generated from the business transaction, the journal entry right after automatic generation, the journal entry itself is not approved. The journal entry in our system, because it's in the Chinese accounting habit, the accountant needed to manually approve the journal entry to make it posted to the general ledger.
Yep.
Okay, now because right after the generation of the journal entry is not yet approved. But if you want to see the unapproved journal entry in this report, then you have to include the unapproved journal entries. So you can see for this 1405.02. Yeah.
What does the little red? What does the little red dot mean up there, above the looking glass?
Yep.
What's the red?
That means there's a configuration. There's a configuration. It is not the original one. There's a configuration.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Now we have done the starting account and end account. So you've done something on the search.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Yep.
Basically like a
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's showing you that it's you're playing with it.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. And you can always interrupt for questions. Yeah. And now you can see the original the debit amount and credit amount. And also you can at the right side, it is very important that 你再把那个显微镜打开一下，显微镜打开一下。It is very important here. Show accounting dimension. 你把那个鼠标放到第一个 show accounting dimension 上面，不要动。对 ，OK here. Show accounting dimension means I want to also display the accounting dimension that is associated with this account. Then at the right side, you can see the item. 你看到最右边 At the right side, you can see the item. So this account balance, trial balance is split among all the items. All the items. Yeah. That means you can see each item, the trial balance for 1405.02 for all the items, for the WIP. So they are in the WIP status, picked but not received. OK, 你先把那个关掉吧，就是那个不是就是那个显示出来这个 search 这个给它关掉，点一下把它关掉。OK, if I am interested in the details for this trial balance. 1405.02. I want to see all the journals that impacted upon this balance of this account. Then I can just click this account. 你去点那个左边那个 code 145.02. 你把鼠标停留在上面，先不要点。You see, I put my Okay, I click the 1405.02. So here, yeah, put here, yeah. So I put my cursor here, you see, I want to see all the details occurred in this account. Then I just click. It leads me to the subledger account, subledger report. This is a subledger, yeah. So all the journals that impacted this account is displayed here. 你往下拉，一点一点往下拉。You can see all the journals. Yeah, all the journal details. All the journal. And if you are interested in the particular journal, 你随便点一个。先不要动，先鼠标停在上面，先不要动。Okay, if you are interested, then you can click here. So this is a journal. Yeah. I want to see this journal 00002. I click.
Yep.
Okay, so this is a journal. This is a journal entry. This is a journal entry. Yeah, detailed journal. I think you have the memory of this journal. I demonstrated it just now. Go down. 往下走。From this journal, I can check 最右边那个滚动条啦。This journal entry, this is journal entry. From this journal, I can check the original transaction. So you can see this is a transaction form. 鼠标放到那上面，先别点。This is a transaction form that generated this journal. I can click to go to this transaction. So this transaction, which is a manufacturing order picking, manufacturing material picking, is displayed here. So that means you can go from the trial balance to the subledger, to the journal entry, to the drill down to the specific transaction. Yeah. From the macro level, you can identify problem and you can drill down to find the specific transaction. Okay. So this is the trial balance. So do you have other questions? So this is the demonstration I give to you. Do you have other questions?
How many licenses do we have for the products at the moment?
5.
Seems 5. 5 users seems now. I'm not so sure. I think it's 5.
Yeah.
Okay. And are they concurrent users? So, or are they named users?
Named users.
Named users. Okay.
Yes.
So you don't do concurrent users. You can't have.
Yeah, we count by named users.
Okay. All right. Is there a training database that we can go in and play around in?
Actually, yeah, you can. We will see. You can go into this account as a user, or we can give you a trial account.
Yeah, we need a training database. So if you could take a dump of some information and put it into a training database, I don't want to go in and mess anything up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ella, Mark 他用不用微信呀？
没有微信，但是
他没有微信。OK。
但是你们可以帮他建一个，就是把他的 email 加进去，我把他的 email 发给你们。
那 we will do this via Ella. Okay, we will guide Ella how to do it, and Ella will put you into a trial database where you can trial.
So when did we go live with the system?
Last month.
So 1st of July? Or
I can't remember. Middle of July, is it? Mila.
But the first accounting 他们是从7月份开始，7月1号的 opening balance 对吧？所以
对
early July.
Opening balance 1st of July.
Oh, what? So we had the old system, Maggie or
Maggie.
Maggie. So Maggie closing balances form the opening balances for Jeenie.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
From the 1st of July. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And what are the teething issues that we've had so far? What kind of things have we found out that have caused us issues? So is there a log of the issues so far?
Sorry, you ask me or?
Yeah. Sorry, is there a log of the issues that we've come across so far?
What issues? Sorry, I didn't hear you clearly.
Yeah. Sorry, is there there's been some bugs. What kind of bugs have there been so far?
Bugs. 哎，他不好意思，他
Bugs.
什么意思？你翻译一下，没听懂。
他的意思就是说，你们之前我们一直不是有反馈有 bug 吗？你们有没有做一些？
哦 ，bug，OK，OK，OK。 There are some small bugs. I think we have corrected some of them. 那个，所以大概他们现在提的 bug， 我们已经那个改了多少了？还有没有改完的？
目前还剩2个左右，他们都是陆续提的，然后我们也在陆续解决。80%都已经 OK。
So yeah, you have raised some bugs because the system is relatively new, and we have completed, we have corrected 80% of the bugs, with the 20% to be optimized. 那个大概他们剩下还有2个 bug， 知道大概什么时间可以完成吗？
他们的2个 bug 是上周4，然后5才出现的，然后本周看一下研发那边的进度，应该本周就可以解决。
We will try to remove these 2 remaining bugs within this week.
Yep. Okay. Do you have any other questions? The report, everything.
Has it dropped out again?
Okay.
No.
It's just been reset.
Hello, Michael. Okay.
Do you have any questions, Lily? Any other questions? No.
No.
What do you think so
Quite-
far from what you've seen so far?
Well, it's all finance, just not me, but yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Okay.
Very detailed.
So do you need to go to all the reports and see any question you have?
No, but I think it'll be good. I mean, obviously, it will cost extra money for me to have a license to be able to log in. But I can maybe log in under your.
No, we can use. Yeah, you can use my account.
Yes, you okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think it's been a very, very detailed
Yep.
review so far. It's not really kind of covered off. I mean, Lily needs to know a bit more of the demand planning kind of side of things.
Basically, you just want to know how many they already produce and when would they ship, right?
No, see, I don't even need that. They're a supplier.
Yeah.
The plan is the plan. I just wanted like an overview, so if I ever needed to log in, I could and kind of help me.
You can use my account.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But I as they're a supplier, I won't be going in here and.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
that's very
clicking on
true.
them or
Yeah.
anything.
Basically, we
Just
just
like
see
an
the
overview.
overview.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. No problem. Then, Michael, thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
非
you.
常感谢。
Yeah.
Very, very good presentation as usual.
Yeah, actually,
Thank you.
we are proud of our product. Don't worry about the bugs. The bugs will be removed. Don't worry about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
That's
Right. Yeah.